everyone, it's Aaliyah Orozco reporting for Title Sports Network, and I'm joined now with the one and only professional boxer, Umar. Umar, how do you say your last name? He did it for me, but wait, actually I need you to do it.
Dzambekov. Dzambekov. The DZ is just pronounced J. Dzambekov.
And where are you from?
I'm from Austria. I basically grew up in Vienna, the capital of Austria. Moved over to LA like 3 years ago, and since then, started my pro career and 8-0, 5 knockouts, and the next one coming in like in 2 weeks.
Yeah. How do you feel going into this fight on August 31st?
I mean, it's a usual job for me. I can't wait because I had like 6, 7, 8 months of break. I can't wait to be back in the ring, and I got only two more weeks left, and I just do my usual thing. I mean, I've been doing this my whole life. It's just over and over again every time. I just love people watching me and performing and showing them what I'm able to do. And I think there's a lot more I am capable of.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Was 6 to 8 months too long for you? Would you like to kind of have more back-to-back fights, or you think that time off was needed to get ready for this one?
Well, in this case, it was needed, but as a fighter, I need like back-to-back. I need to fight. That's definitely, I'm not someone who just needs one fight or two fights a year. I need to constantly be in the ring and perform and do my thing.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So for next year, what would be your ideal number of fights you would like to get in to stay active?
I'd say 4 to 5, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. I had last year 6 fights.
6?
Yeah, I did 6 fights last year.
Year-round, like every freaking month you were in the
Yeah,
gym.
it was just like a sparring session. I'd go in. No, it was like I had 6 fights, 6 very good fights. Learned a lot out of them, of course, and yeah, this year is gonna be my first one. Late, but still better than no fight, you know what I'm saying? And I can't wait, definitely. And I fought in Chumash before, Chumash Casino, yeah, that was last year. And I can't wait for this one, definitely. I gotta prove, you know, if you're not active and showing them, they forget you, and I don't want that to happen to me. Saying I'm skilled and I got all the tools I need to reach the top level, definitely.
And what do you know about your opponent? How would you rate him overall as a fighter?
As he's 13-1, I think. I saw the video I saw was like he's southpaw, but as I said, I've been in the ring with southpaws, regular stance, and all that kind of thing. You just go in there, do my thing, adapt, find out how he is. That's a bit loud. Yeah, just find out during the fight, adjust and do my thing as usual. Hit with some couple of punches. Some of them, they don't see them, and these are the ones that are dangerous, I guess.
Yeah. So how did this fight get made for you?
Yeah, my promotion 360 got it done, and yeah, my coach accepted the fight, and yeah, I'm just there to do my thing. Just do my thing and throw a couple of punches.
What has it been like working with 360 Promotions, and why did you pick to work with them over other promotions?
I mean, 360 has been great for me. They've been doing everything, and I've been like active. As there are many fighters out there, they don't even have a promoter, or even if they do, they're not active. You know, they're not having that. But with 360, I've been like constantly, every time I was ready, they had a fight for me. So it's been like the best in the business for me, definitely.
And I know you had a very successful, impressive amateur career. Talk to me more about that and how that has prepared you for the fighter that you are today.
So basically, me growing up, my dad used to box, and he literally taught me everything. So I can't even remember a point in my life where I was not boxing or doing sports. So if someone asks me, when did you start boxing, I just tell them the first fight I had as an amateur with 10 years. But before that, I was already doing something. So back there in Austria, it's only allowed, like, I think from the age of 10 to have an amateur fight. If that was not the case, I probably would have had, like, even earlier a fight. So, yeah, with 10 years, that was 2008, my amateur career started. And from there on, like, regularly, I was always having fights. Later on, I got into the national team, then competed European championships, world championships, qualifiers, and yeah, I actually had like really one good year where I was like in the national team and competing everywhere. And then the next following year was like COVID started and everything was like falling apart, and I was switching. I was switching to the pros anyways, and that's the best thing I could have done, and I obviously did that.
Yeah. What did that moment look like for you when you were like, okay, I'm going to pursue this professionally now?
To be honest, as an amateur, like or a kid growing up and having that dream of becoming like going to the top and becoming famous in that sport, what you're doing, is like everyone wants to turn a pro. It's just like I can't even remember a time where I was not like watching all the pros, thinking of that, and now I'm here training with them, surrounded by them, and that's just the difference compared to like where I'm from in Austria. And I'm saying it's a different level, and you got to adjust, adapt, and just get better. And that's what I'm actually doing. And it was always a dream of mine. So there was not a point in my life where I did not think I don't want to go pro. Always wanted to. I did, and now I'm aiming my next goal, and that's reach the top level.
So you knew from a young age then that this is what you wanted for your life. This was your dream. When you said that you were watching the pros, who was your favorite fighter when you were growing up? And is there anybody you try to emulate their style or just how they carry themselves in this boxing world?
I had like a couple of fighters I would really look up to or learn from. Definitely, like in the past, Muhammad Ali's anyways like the all-time great number one for me. Just not only as a boxer, or as a human being as well. And besides of that, a lot of fighters, even the active ones like Usyk, Crawford, even not Triple G is not fighting anymore, I think. Triple G as well, like those were all the fighters. As a kid, I would like just type in YouTube and watch their highlights and all that. And I think that gave me a lot of, how should I say that, like a mindset to do a couple of things or have a typical style that I learned from all these fighters and just mix it up into one and be myself, Umar Dzambekov. That's the most important. So I don't want to really copy anyone. I just want to be myself and go out there and show them, and so everyone remembers my name. That's the most important for everyone out there as well. Just you don't copy anyone. You got to be yourself. Yeah.
I love that. So what would you say then are your short-term and long-term goals in boxing?
Short-term goals, short-term goals is always for me, just every day I fight with myself, do my training, be disciplined. That's always a short-term goal for a fighter or even for a professional athlete. Long-term goals is to be at the top of what I'm doing in my light heavyweight division, and that's definitely what I'm working for.
Who do you think's the top three best right now in your division?
Well, I'd say Artur Beterbiev. So we share the same roots as well. So I grew up in Austria, but originally I'm Chechnyan. So yeah, so when I was 5 years old, we flew to Austria, grew up basically there, and yeah, so Artur Beterbiev is Chechen as well. So he's one of my actually favorite fighters as well. He's got really power, and it's good really to watch him. So him definitely the light heavyweight division. Other than that, there are like a couple of Bivol is very good, so they got a fight coming up. All the others as well, you know.
Yeah,
just
completely.
like these are the top two fighters in that division, definitely, and yeah. So
well, you brought it up, so I got to ask you now. What are your predictions for the Beterbiev versus Bivol fight? Break it down for me. How do you see it going?
So either if Bivol is winning, he can do it by points. If not, if it goes the other way, then it's Beterbiev by KO. So I'd say I don't see any other outcome there. Yeah.
And we're going to play a quick game. It's called Blind Rankings, and this will be for the pound for pound. So I'm going to list somebody, and then you're going to put them on a rank 1 through 5, but you don't know who's coming next. So think wisely, okay? Okay, the first one is Canelo.
2.
Terrence Crawford.
Oh, it's hard. 3.
Inoue.
5.
Bivol.
4.
And Usyk.
1.
Ooh, would you keep that ranking if you knew who was coming?
Like with Usyk, definitely, I would have kept that.
Usyk's number 1.
Usyk's number 1. He's been undisputed in the cruiserweight division, and then switched over to the heavyweight, and got all the titles as well, so can't nobody deny that.
So then, when you think when Tyson Fury versus Usyk have the rematch in December, do you still see? Okay, sorry. Do you still see Usyk coming out victorious?
I mean, he's got everything to be victorious again, but I think this time it might be even tougher for him. And I was like, from the beginning on, when they had that fight, I was like favoring Usyk. All right, I guess I gotta leave now.
Bye, guys. Oh, are you Pretty Boy?
Now I am.
Oh, guys,
I've been Pretty Boy for 26 years of my life, but now they're starting calling me that.
Hey, okay, Pretty Boy's gotta go. Thank you so much. I appreciate the time.